Good Tuesday afternoon to you, buddy, and it's a cold Tuesday afternoon here up on Lake Norman with Anglers Channel Pro Staffer Rob Digh. We just got back from the 2015 Bassmaster Classic down at Lake Hartwell. Rob was at the expo all weekend long at the TD Center in Greenville, and we were just talking earlier, Rob, it was a tremendous classic. The crowds at the expo, I haven't seen the final numbers, but they have to be close to record setting.
John, you know, I've been in business a long time, in the retail business, and been to a lot of shows, but that was the biggest crowd of people I've ever been around. And, you know, it was brisk, very brisk all weekend, and they were buying. Mm-hmm. It was unreal. You know, everybody was excited about the Classic being there, and just the weather. You know, we've had a lot of cold weather, and everybody had a lot of cabin fever. And, hey, when all those rod and reels hit the water this spring, there's going to be a lot of rod and reels and lines in the water, John.
Yeah, no doubt. They were all walking out with multiple bagfuls of them. Let's talk about the tournament itself. You know, obviously, Casey Ashley from Donald, South Carolina, won the tournament with 50-01. He won. He beat Bobby Lane by almost 4 pounds. Tell us a little bit about this bait that he threw, because you were saying earlier that bait kind of originated down on Lake Hartwell.
Yeah, it did. You know, each lake has its own characteristics, and, you know, a lot of lures are developed on certain lakes, and, you know, that fish head spin is one of them that has been developed on Lake Hartwell, and, you know, they've been fishing down there for 20, 25 years, and evidently, you know, Casey Ashley, he's a magician with it. You know, he outfished the whole field with it, and, you know, there is an art to fishing a bait like that, and he's had it figured out. I mean, it's basically a roadrunner type bait with a fluke on it. And, you know, those fish are feeding on shad and herring this time of year, and it really mimics that very well.
Well, you know, one thing that we obviously all were aware of was just how cold it was down there. The Friday launch, morning launch, I should say, was the coldest morning launch in the history of a Bassmaster Classic. And you know, Saturday was in the mid-40s, Sunday was in the mid-40s. You had rain in between, but every morning was in the 20s, it seemed like. I mean, heck, boats were stuck to the trailers on Friday morning.
Yeah, you know, it would be nice, maybe possibly if Bass would back this thing up about 2 weeks, but, you know, to get around some of this weather. But, you know, if they keep doing it this time of year, they're going to run into this more and more. You know, we have this type weather, you know, when you get close to spring. So, but it didn't affect the fishing that much, I don't think. The water temperatures had dropped quite a bit, maybe kept some of the fish off the bank, but the fishing was still great.
Yeah, no, it really was. I mean, and Casey Ashley, to his credit, when you win a tournament of that magnitude by 4 pounds, that's a solid win. He did a great job. And the leaderboard, folks, as everybody knows, from day one on Friday all the way through, I mean, we had 2, 3, 4 ex-Bassmaster Classic champions all in the hunt. So Casey beat out some great, great anglers, including Randy Howell from a year ago. And, you know, is it Takahura? Takahura, yeah, well, I can't pronounce it very well. But anyway, great, great leaderboard, great win for Casey, local guy. And the crowd at the weigh-in obviously just went bananas. Vance McCullough, our Anglers Channel insider from Jacksonville, was up covering the event, and he said that place was like a overtime in a football game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Casey's hometown, and he had a lot of supporters there, and it had to make him feel just, you know, like he was on top of the world. Like I said, he won the FLW down there, so he kind of knowed how to react, but I think he took it very well. He seems like a real super nice, humble guy, so congratulations, Casey.
Absolutely. And, hey, you know, with that being said, now it's on to the grind of team trails and BFLs and ABAs and everything else that's out there. You know, Angler's Choice Marine Team Trail cranks up March 7th on Smith Mountain Lake. That's going to be a great trail once again. CBC's already got 2 tournaments under their belt. And then we've got the Tennessee Team Trail, which starts in March. So just a lot of good stuff. Alabama Bass Trail's already had 2 events that have run. So it's off and running. But now this is where the weekend angler can make some money. You got a BFL on Norman this weekend. What do you think it's going to take to win up there?
It's going to take close to 20 pounds, John. This lake is just unbelievably on fire, and it's fishing better than I've ever seen it. The fish are very healthy, and they're big fish in here.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. That's because you were on the Marine Commission is why it's so healthy, right?
That's right. That's right. I helped stock them.
Right, that's right. I just wanted to confirm that. Well, hey, folks, great way to kick off 2015. fantastic classic, and here come the team trails and the weekend events that we've all been waiting for. Rob, great seeing you. Best of luck this weekend at the BFL, and folks, we'll see you next week.